Let's go. Wow. So I'm going to show you how to combine major 7, minor 7, diminished, dominant 7 to create catchy chords, catchy passing chords. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You understand? So first of all, you have to understand how these chords are created, their chord combination, their chord formulation. Then it gives you an insight to what to do with them. Then furthermore, I'll show you how to create them. Then I'll show you how to apply them in real-time situations. Then give you some of my own creativity. Then I'll let you to go and explore on your own. So good evening, everyone. I'm not going to wait for the latecomers to come. I'm going to start right away. Now, you know how we do it. If you're joining the class, please let me know where you're watching from. And don't forget to share this video. Please share this video so that other people can also learn also and participate. Thank you so much. Okay, so I was doing what I was doing initially when I started from C. Actually, I was just playing from my heart, so I was just running through some. So you see, now if you can hear me hit my sustain pedal. Let's go to F. Beautiful. Now, one thing I'll tell you is your choice of voice, keyboard voice matters a lot. You understand? Your choice of keyboard voice matters a lot. A lot of people chat me up. Oh, let me set this mic well. A lot of people chat me up and they say, okay, how can they want to sound like this? They want to sound. First, for what I tell you is work on your style. If you can work on your style of playing, you can make any keyboard voice sound beautiful. But then, your choice of keyboard voice is also a jailbreaker. It's also something to note when you want to have some certain kind of sounds. Now, if you're looking at a more emotional feel, you understand, a more emotional feel to grab, and you're looking at using mostly 7 chords, 9 chords, 11 chords. I'm coming now. That's how I used to do my class most times. It starts slow so that everybody can understand. Then we get to a more complex one. I will advise you to use a sound like E piano. It sounds just like this. So either you have E piano, or you can use suitcase, or you can use. There are plenty. You understand? Let me see a list of E piano sounds you can use. So you can use. Let me go down to and see. So you can use vintage electric piano, soft vintage electric piano. You can use sweet E piano. A lot of E piano you can use, and tines. You can a lot. I cannot go. So we're back right away. Okay. So the network was funny there. Okay. So what was I saying? I'll have to monitor the live right now, so I'm sure that the network is stable. Okay, good. So I said, I don't even know if the live was showing before now, but I have to start again. So I said, I'm going to show you how to play combine major 7, minor 7, diminished 7, dominant 7. And good evening, everyone. I see Rob Blackram watching from Netherlands. I see Comrade Wallace Upong. I might not pronounce your name, so if you drop a comment, I'll give you a shout out. I see everybody watching. So I'm going to show you how to combine that sound. But at the end of this video, you should be able to sound like this. Let's go to C. All right. understand? So I was saying, if you're looking at using 7 chords, 9 chords, 11 chords, 13 chords, especially 7th and 9th chords, I'll tell you, use a keyboard voice called E-piano. And I said, the kind of voice you use, kind of keyboard voice you use determines how your sound is going to be, like the mood your sound is going to be. So E-piano has this kind of emotional feel. If you're going to use 7 chords most of the time, I'll advise you to use E-piano. It has this kind of emotional feel when you play. If I play something like this, there's this emotional feel, and it has this kind of, let's say it has these surrounds on it that is deep. You understand? It has this kind of piercing feeling. Then if you can combine E-piano and you dual it with something like a one pad, always make sure your one pad is lower, the volume is lower than the main voice. So you can put your E-piano at maybe volume 97. It's not good. Don't always put your volume at 100. Put like 97. Then put your one pad at 56. You understand? At 56 or 57. A very lovely combination. This is where I'm coming to somewhere. I'm going to explain how you can combine major 7, minor 7, diminished 7, dominant 7 to create catchy passing chords that you really like. This is one thing that's going to really transform your playing, and that's why I'm taking it slow and steady. So don't forget to share this video. Please share this video so more persons can actually join the class and get to learn also. So if you use a sound like grand piano, I'm getting to somewhere. If you use a sound like grand piano is cool, but you have to put in more effort. If you're using a keyboard voice like grand piano, you have to put in more effort. You understand? You can play, but so grand piano is more like all those piano players that are kind of intermediate, that that already know most of the runs that they want to do, because you put in more effort. The effort you put in when using a grand piano voice is different from the effort you put in when using an E-piano voice. You understand? So that's just one aspect of advice I just feel like I should let you guys know, because the kind of keyboard voice you use at a particular situation determines how the mood and the playing. So if you're looking at a more emotional feel, a more piercing sound, a more soothing sound to pierce into people, I advise you to go for E-piano. So now let's continue our topic. Now, combining major 7, minor 7, diminished 7, and dominant 7 to create catchy passing chords. Now, if you look at the topic straight, it is combining. Now, what's the first thing? Is major 7. I'll give you the formula for major 7. I'll give you the formula for minor 7. I'll give you the formula for diminished 7 and dominant 7. Then we'll go further to talk about passing chords, then how to now create catchy passing chords. This is so every level of learners or player can actually flow with me, both the beginners, the intermediate, and the professionals. So when you say major 7 chord, what should come to your head or your mind? First of all, if you say 7 chord, what should come to your mind when you say 7 chord is any chord that is made up of 4 notes. You understand? Once you just hear 7 chord, just know that it is 4-note chord. A triad chord is 3-note chord. So all you should be concerned, if you see a chord like this on the keyboard, all you should be concerned is how many what type of 7 chord is this? In this instance, this is a C major 7 chord. If you do like this is C7 chord, which is C dominant 7 chord. You understand? Now, if you do like this is C minor 7th chord. If you do like this is C diminished 7th chord. You understand? C diminished 7th chord. Very interesting. Now, you cannot see a 4-note being played on the keyboard that is not a 7th chord. This is just one way you can identify. I always say this in my tutorial. Anytime you see any note that is 4, just know that that chord is a 7th chord. Your assignment is to go and check, okay, what type of 7 chord is that? Or ask what kind of 7 chord is that, you understand? So that's it. So now, the next thing that you have to understand is, what are the formulas for major 7, minor 7, diminished 7, dominant 7? Now, major 7th, the formula is 1, 3, 5, 7. This is on C. I'm still going to try it on other keys. So 1, 3, 5, 7. That's the formula, which is do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, so, ti, which is 1, 3, 5, 7. You understand? That's the formula for major 7th chord. Then, when you go to, you want to do minor 7 chord, I'll give you the formula for minor 7 chord. Minor 7 chord is 1 flat 3 5 7. 1 flat 3 5 flat 7. Sorry. 1 flat 3 5 flat 7 on any key. Understand? Then for diminished 7, write all these formulas because they're very essential. You have to practice it on any key you're playing. And I'm going to tell you how easy it is. It's not hard. We are getting somewhere, because if you don't know the formula and the chord composition of each of these chords, or the note composition of each of these chords, the composition of these chords, how do you then play it and use it to create passing chords? It will be very impossible. So it's good for you to know what a chord is, and you know what you're playing. So in case someone asks you what chord are you playing, you can say this is a minor 7. You can say this is a diminished 7. And in case you hold any chord, you're able to tell what chord you're playing, you understand? Now the next chord, the third 7 chord we're talking about, will be diminished 7 chord. Now in the case of diminished 7 chord, you have your 1 flat 3, flat 5, and your 6. So you have diminished 7. In this case, this is C diminished 7. 1 flat 3, flat 5, and 6. Then the last one, which is dominant 7, is your 1 3 5 flat 7. 1 3 5 flat 7. So in all this, I've given you 4 7 chords. We have the major 7, we have the minor 7, we have the diminished 7, and we have the dominant 7. Cool. Now, how can you use this to now start creating passing chords and the rest? First of all, what you have to do, I'm going to take it slow and steady, you understand. Try to master your major 7 chords on all the keys, minor 7 chords on all the keys, and diminished 7 chords on all keys, dominant 7 chords on all keys. Now, if it's going to give you so much stress to do that, you can just focus on the keys that are associated with your major scale of whatever key you like to play. If you have C major scale and you have, for example, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 C major scale, which is C D E F, then G A B and C. So all you have to do is focus on C 7 chords, all the 7 chords on C, all the 7 chords on D, all the 7 chords on E, all the 7 chords on F. Just within that, you can start with that one first before you start expanding. Do you understand? Then you start practicing. I'm getting to somewhere. Now, for each 7 chords, there is a name attached to it. So to make it easy for you, there's always a name attached to it. So if you see major 7 chords, so what it means is that there is a major chord first before you get the 7 chords. So if you say F, if you say F major 7 chord, for example, and we do F, it means we have F as a chord first, which is F major chord, then we add 7. Interesting. So for every chord, there's a first aspect first before you get the other one. So there's how music is. Music explains itself. You understand? You have to be very attentive to the terms. You understand? Don't miss it. Now, if you say minor 7 chord, it means there have to be a minor chord before a 7 chord. So in F, if we go to F, for example, you have F minor chord, which is 1 flat 3 5. Then you have your 7. But in this case, for the minor 7, we are doing something like this. We are doing flat 7. You understand? So the same thing. If you go for dominant 7 is there. You have your major, then you have your flat 7. Then if you go for diminished 7, you have diminished chord first. This is not like absolute, you understand, but this particular one I'm showing you is something that can help you memorize, trying to play, trying to get the 7 chords. Now let's get to business and start exploring. Now think about sounding like this. You see? You just come on stage. Let's go to C. You come on stage and you want to play a very cool rendition, and you're just doing something like this. Beautiful. Now, you can start by working up all chords. For example, let's say I'm giving you how to practice it first before you start using it as passing chords. Do you understand? Let's say you want to just play on 7 chords alone. You can say the progression you want to play is chord 1. This is C major scale, so chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. So convert your chord 1 to a 7 chord. It's now going to be C major 7 chord. Now, if you go to chord 4, since chord 4, your 4 is always a major chord, convert it to a major chord. Then your 5 is always a major chord, convert it to a major 7 chord also, sorry. So convert it to a major 7 chord also. But in this case, this is if you convert it to a major 7 chord, it's going to sound like this. It's quite okay for me, depending on your ear. You understand? But if you convert each and every progression of your major scale to 7 chords, the playing already changes. It changes. Now, if you have a minor, convert that your minor. There's something called a conversion formula. So if you have your C major scale single notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, if you convert them, your number 1 is always played as a major, number 2 minor, number 3 minor, number 4 major, number 5 major, number 6 minor, number 7 diminished, and number 8 major. So wherever you have your minor in your scale, play a minor 7. So for example, we have 3 as minor, so we'll now play E minor 7 chord. So you see, so if we do 4, I'll go to 3, play E minor 7 chord. If we go to 2 is a minor, so since D minor is in the position of C major scale chord 2, we'll now play D minor chord. So D minor 7 chord, because we want to convert this simple triad. I've done a tutorial on this. I'm just recapping. I've done a tutorial on converting your chords to minor chords. So you could check my previous video if you missed it. Now, using this as passing chords, how does it work? Not just to create passing chords, catchy passing chords. It works like this. If you have a progression of, let's say, chord 1, let's do it on F first. If you say chord 1, chord 4, then chord 5. Let's use that as a progression for 1 bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chord 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Come back to 1. Now, using it as a passing chord, what do? You can decide to say, first of all, when it comes about passing chords, we have passing chords that are made within the scale within the notes of your scale. Now, I'm trying to bring myself down as much as I can so that even the beginners can flow. You understand? So that by the time I get to where I'm going to, we are on the same piece. You understand? Now, if you're going to chord 4, the best bet to make any passing chord, original passing chord you want to do, is play chords before that chords. If I'm on chord 1, I want to go to chord 4, I'll just do chord 1, 3, 4. So 3 becomes my passing chord to 4. 4 becomes passing chord to 5. 5 becomes passing chord to 6. That's how it is normally. So now, the first bet you want to do is convert that chord before your actual chord of intention to a 7 chord. So now, since my 3 is the chord before my 4, I'm now going to play 3 as a 7th. So since A is in the position of 3 in F major scale, I'm going to play A minor 7. So I can decide to say, okay, I want to play this A diminished 7 also. So it depends on what I want to play. So if I do something like this, chord 1, then 3, I play 7. Cool. But where is the beauty of all these things? Is when you're able to play more than 1 7 chord. Using more than 1 7 chord as a passing chord. Which means I'm not just going to play just major 7. I'm going to combine both major 7th, minor 7, diminished 7, and dominant 7th. And I'm not just playing it once. I'm playing like 3 or 4 chords before I get to my actual chord of intention. But that 3 or 4 chords I'm playing, most of them will be either dominant, major, or diminished, minor, you understand, or major. For example, if I do chord 1, let's say we take this one. How excellent. You see, go to 4. How excellent is your name. 5. Now, watch what happened. Excellent. You see what happened now? How excellent. You see what happened? Because I played over 4 passing chords before I get to my actual chord of intention, which is my 4. Now, in between, I played F major 7. I play G sharp major 7. I play A minor 7, then I get to 4. Sometimes like I even play G minor 7. So see, so how excellent. You see what happens now? I'll take it slow now. Oh, sorry. How excellent is your name. I'll take it again. You see how beautiful it sounds? More beautiful than just doing how excellent is your name. What I try to, if I not do. If you play like that again, you should try this. How excellent. Now a lot of people say, you try to imagine, is it going to sound fine? Is it not going to? No, don't imagine that. It's going to sound fine. If you're using this technique, I'm going to show you. So far as you land on the original chord of your actual intention, the progression you actually wanted to go, it's going to sound fine. So what do you create first? For your level, for beginner's level, you can start with 2 notes. So you can do something like this. Excellent. Then for intermediates, you can start with 3 chords. So you can do excellent. Then for professionals, you can even do more than 4. So you can do excellent. You see? That is your name. Cool. How you like it. So that is how you can look at. But you know, in doing this, you have to be conscious of the timing between one progression and the next progression. So don't go and say you're using 7 chords to create catchy passing chords, and you go and overdo it and enter, you would, how would I put it, you pass the actual time you're supposed to hit on that next chord. Whatever passing chord you're doing, make sure you land on the exact progression you're going to. So this is it. So that's why I said you being the master of identifying what a major 7, a minor 7, a diminished 7, or a dominant 7 is very essential. And that's why when I started, I gave you the formula. So once you're able to identify these, you're cool. You can use them. You understand? You can even combine them with regular chords. So if you do, how excellent is your name. 5. So 4, 5, 5, 3, 6. Now watch. How excellent is your name. How excellent is your name. See what's happening. So that's how you can do it, but I'm not saying you have to play it exactly like me. I mean, it might take you a little time. I know for beginners it might take you some little time. Now, what do you do if you want to do more rehearsals on this? This is what you have to do. You have to start composing. There is what is called compose. When you compose your music, you understand? When you compose your sound. If you have not built the particular music ear like some people, like some professionals watching that might have built a music ear, they can just do what they want to do. You can compose for a start. Then with time, you get better. For example, you pick a musical piece or a progression. Maybe you want to pick on chord 6, chord 3, chord 2, chord 5. That's the progression you've picked. Now, you can compose. You can say, when I got to 6, when I want to go to 5, I'm going to play 6. Then I'm going to play C sharp 7 chord. So C, before I get to 5. So you start again. 6, C sharp 7, 5. Then what's the next one I get? Okay, 6, 3. Okay, so let's say we want to go to 3. So you say you play 6, then you play C sharp 7 chord, then you play C7 chord, C 7 chord. So C sharp 7 chord, C7 chord, C minor 7 chord. Sorry. So if you do 6 before you get to your 3, so you've done 2, you have composed 2. You write it down as the passing chord you use anytime you want to get to 3. So you do. You see, you've composed your own. 6. Cool. You can decide to say, okay, when you play 6, you're going to play B minor 7th, and you play A, and you play A minor 7. So B minor 7 and A minor 7. You understand? So let's go again. So B minor 7 and A minor 7. So if you're playing, you can decide to do something like this. Then you do like this. You see? So you've composed 2 passing chords for 3. Anytime you're going to 3, you'll be doing it little by little. You do it little by little. Before you know, you have composed several chords, several passing chords using your minor 7th or diminished 7, dominant 7, whatever, to create this. This is how you do it, little by little. When you create for one progression, you write it down, what you've created. You've mastered that particular one that you created for that particular progression. Each time you want to go to that progression, be using it. When you have mastered it, you create another one. You master it. Now, by the time you've created up to 30 for your different progression, you've created 30 different passing chords using this particular technique. You understand? You can now start expanding. You can now say, instead of doing 3, instead of doing 2, you're going to do 3, you're going to do 4, you're going to do 5, you're going to do 6. You get much better. And make it sound more interesting and beautiful. Let's go to C. So if I'm going to play a song like and you are great, you do miracles so great. So I do, and you are great, you do miracles. You see what I did? And there is no, because passing chord. No one else like you. There is no. Let's make this a 7. There is no. So I've made this a 7. So F diminished 7 now. There is no one else. Another 7. So this is D minor 7. Like this is another 7 again. Like you. This is also another 7. So I'm just everything I'm playing is just 7, 7, 7, 7. For you are great. Passing chords. You are so great. And there is no one else like you. See, there is no. Let's make this a 7. Like you. Cool. So you can now do it, and with time you become a master. I'm not saying you have to play it exactly like me. Now, if you check what I'm trying to give you, I'm giving you a formula that you can use to sound unique like yourself. You understand? I'm not just coming to tell you play this. This is my own. Play this, so that is or I can just come online and tell you, oh yeah, play it like this. You play G minor 7. You play A minor 7. That is it. No. But I'm giving you a technique also that can enable you know the real ingredients of how these things are created. So that with that way you can sound unique, because uniqueness is the most important thing. You can sound like yourself. You can go and create your own style and sound like yourself. You understand? So that's the beauty of all these things. Now, let me now give you some of my own creativity. You ready? Now, right now I play whatever I'm playing now is from my heart, you understand? So grab as much as you can grab, because I might play something right now and the next thing that is coming is a total different idea. Are you ready? So this is it. Now let's speak a song. So if you say glory be, so you see, so grab this one. This is A G sharp. So I want to use this as a passing chord to 4. This is my own creativity I'm showing you. So I'm doing this first, then I'm doing this 7 second. So I'm playing my flat 5 and my 5 as a minor 7 chord each. So since B is in the position of my flat 5, I'm not going to play B minor 7th, then C is my flat 5. C is my 5 in F major scale, so I'm going to play C minor 7th. So if you use your flat 5 and your 5 as a minor 7, you can use it as a passing chord to 4. So if you do glory be to God, let's try it on C. So in C, your flat 5 is F sharp. So play F sharp minor 7. Then you have your 5, which is G. So play G minor 7. So now I want to play F sharp minor 7, combine F sharp minor 7 and G minor 7 as a passing chord to our 4, which is F. So if we do glory be to God, you see what happened? Glory. So I'm doing beautiful, right? Cool. So this one now is my own creativity. But then remember, I've shown you how I was creating this and how you can create your own. Now, let's go back to F and let's further expand. So we have initially when we did 2, we did minor 7 flat 5, 5 minor 7. Now let's do this. Let's now do dominant 7, which is we are now doing the flat 6. So we'll play flat 5. This is the chord for your 3. So you play flat 5, you play your 5 and your flat 6. So it's running chromatically. But your flat 6 now, we are now playing dominant 7. So we'll play minor 7 flat 5. In flat 5 we play minor 7. In 5 we play minor 7. Then in flat 6 here we play dominant 7. So now we are not doing this. Glory be to God. We are going to do 3. So glory. You see what happened? Glory be to. So you see, glory be to. Wow. Glory be to. Now let's go to C. Okay. Now that is one thing when you're trying to explain on several keys. It burns time. It burns a lot of time. You understand? And that's why I use number patterns. You get. Imagine if it is a Makosa tutorial or Arere I'm doing and I'm doing this. It burns a lot of time. But it's still good. Now, on C, I said the first one we did, it was a passing chord to 4, was just our flat 5. We converted flat 5 to a minor 7. We converted our 5 to a minor 7th. Now, we want to make it 3 passing chords now. So we are going to do flat 5 minor 7, 5 minor 7, and flat 6 dominant 7. So in C major scale, our flat 6 is G sharp. You know, our 6 is A. So our flat 6 is G sharp. So now play G sharp dominant 7. So now we are not doing something like this. If we want to do the passing chord, you see, 1, 2, 3 to 4. Nice. So if we take the song, glory be to God. So glory be to God. Or glory be to God. So you see? Good. Now let's make it 4 passing chords to 4. 4 7th chords passing chords to 4. So we have the first one we did. We have the second one we did. We have the third one we did. Now let's do the fourth one. Now the fourth one, we are playing our 6 as a minor 7. So we have minor 7, flat 5, minor 7, 5, dominant 7, flat 6, then minor 7th, 6. So we are now doing something like. But instead of doing minor 7th here, we can just do dominant 7. So we can do dominant 7th here or dominant 7. So we are doing something like this. Depending on the one you want, you understand? Depending on the one you want. So if we want to do and glory be to God. So take it slowly now. And glory be to God. Cool. Let's play it on C now. And glory be to God. So we see how we graduated from just two passing chords to 3 passing chords to 4 passing chords. That is exactly how you can graduate to even do 6, 10, 20, 100, 1 million. Interesting, right? Now, let me give you another secret that works very well. Now, if you're doing this, the chord you're actually going back to, convert that chord to a 7th chord, and you see the beauty. So if we come back to F, for example, and we do glory be to, this is the passing chord we created. So if we do something like this, glory be to, okay, glory be to God. You see, so now instead of doing my regular triad chord here, I'm not playing, and you know, A sharp is in the position of your 4 in F major scale. So I'm now going to play B major 7th chord, which is B flat major 7th chord, which is A sharp major 7th chord. So I've converted this my regular triad chord to the 7th chord. So if I use this passing chords, 7 passing chords, 7 chords as passing chord, when I'm going to my actual chord of intention I wanted to go, I ensure that I'm using a 7th chord. I've converted that chord also to a 7th chord. So if I do, you see it, all this. So again, slowly. You see? So now if you take the song again. Glory be to God. 7th chord. Amen. C7 now. See, you don't know what 7th chord is a very powerful and beautiful chord. You understand? Very beautiful. Especially when you're using it with E-piano, it sounds very beautiful. I'm telling you. So you see how we've now used this, and now you're not sounding exactly like the first time when I started playing. But like I said, before we got to this point, I've showed you a lot. I've showed you how you can create the secret to all this. I started with creating just 2. From creating 2, we created 3. From creating 3, we created 4. You understand? Now let's create 5. You create 5. It's 5, not too much. So you can get creative. So you can do something like this. So some people say they don't rest. If they do then you can now apply it with maybe if you know how to play tritone, if you know how to play tritone, if you know some other techniques, like I can do this and do slap. I can do tritone. Let's say, if you want me to explain, but I think I've done a video about tritone. Tritone is a very beautiful technique also. Do you understand? Now, if you understand tritone and you're using tritone also as a passing chord, then you're also using this particular one, your finished work, in fact. But then, the beauty about music is you have to be careful when you're applying techniques. You understand? In applying techniques, you have to know the original form and the original chord progressions, the original chord composition of any musical piece you're playing. You understand? So you have to know the original version first before you're able to do whatever you want to do. You don't just play and you just play like that. You understand? So that's what makes it musical, so that you're able to play together with a band. When you meet a live band playing together, or when you're with a band playing together, you understand? There are some things you have to calm down. You have to calm down, because if everybody has chord the same song and we all know that we are going to chord 4, you understand? If we all know you are going to chord 4, then you, instead of going to chord 4, you're going to a different chord. Sometimes it might be distorting. Do you understand? But from all I've showed you, I've not showed anything that I told you that you've now played something totally different. No. All I'm saying is your same chord 4, all I'm saying is you're converting that chord 4 to a 7 chords, which even sound more beautiful. And the bassist will be very, very happy with you. Because the bassist and keyboardists, they are always fighting. They're the ones always fighting. You understand? So they're very happy. So that's how you can play. So let's take what's the song? Take okay, Mighty One. So it is Mighty One. But I like this. Mighty One. Now this one is 9th. But I'm not explaining 9th techniques today. 9th techniques is a very crazy technique. Now if you hear something like this, like 9th, very beautiful. But I don't want to explain that today. Let's just focus on 7. You understand? So I'm just taking that as an example. Mighty warrior, great in battle, Jehovah is your name. You see what happened? Great in battle, Jehovah is your name. Good. It's practice, small. Now, you that is practicing, start by using it as passing chords first. I've shown you that, when we did our 4 passing chord. That same way we did to chord 4, that's how you do to get to chord 5. So create passing chords with 7 chords for all progressions of your major scale and start applying it. Then you can now start applying chord replacement and the rest. There's more to this, but this can really help you understand. And you can use this to create very great catchy. Imagine going to stage and you want to go to, you're playing chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, chord 1. Then you now do chord 1. You see? See? It sounds beautiful. You go again. You see? Beautiful. So you can now become a master and you can now start playing just the way I played it at the start of this video. So this is where we're going to end the class for today. So this is it. Now you can combine both major, as I showed you, major, minor, diminished, dominant. It doesn't have to be just major, especially when you're doing a passing chord. The most important thing is make sure you land at the right timing at the original progression you wanted to go to. And to even make it more sweet, make sure you convert that original progression to a 7th chord. Right, so that will be all for tonight. Bye and have a good night. Sweet night.